pratiquer avec ça. Massacre.
Red cap with a rooster embroidered on it. A list of staging posts between Paris and Liège.
Perhaps Madame de Polignac will know what this means.
Four horses for 3 men. Someone is missing.
Oh, les matériaux qui tombent. Donc ça va être agréable. Je les ai jamais encore vus. Mais on est d'accord que ils ont tous des têtes humaines. C'est-à-dire que là ils font pas parce qu'ils ont pas encore genre de. Imagine ils leur font un cerveau humain. Toutes les créatures avec une tête. Et ah peut-être. Alors,
Madame. Over here there are 4 dead horses, and the body of a third man wearing a red cap.
4 horses for 3 men. That means one assailant managed to get away.
The attackers all bear the same red cap with an embroidered rooster.
It's the symbol worn by those who support the Duc d'Orléans.
One of them had a map indicating all the staging posts from here to the Principality of Liège.
Liège? That rabble-ridden city is where the Duke and his miscreants have established their base. It's beyond doubt. The Duke's men have taken the children. They're the ones behind this ambush. And they knew every detail of our plans. We were betrayed.
But surely the ambush did not go exactly as planned. 3 of them lost their lives.
That's true. If only we could catch the one who was able to escape. But now that I think about it, the riders that the Marquis de Lafayette promised us, if they made it here, they may have been able to surprise the kidnappers and stop them from carrying out their misdeed. By the grace of God, they may already be on their way to Vienna with the children.
I shall get to the bottom of this. Which garrison is this squad from?
They are stationed at the Hôtel des Invalides. The riders must have left from there.
Very well. I will try to retrace their steps. As for you, please return to the Queen at once. You have taken enough risks as it is.
Find the children, Aegis. Je vous en supplie.
le glaive franc. Et là. Maintenant. Là, je m'attendais à un petit boss. Mais tranquille. Ta-ta-ta.
Shut up, everyone! Someone's coming! Oh no, no! Another one of those evil machines!
Do not fear. I mean you no harm.
Ah! It speaks too! Get out of here, you damn pile of scrap metal!
Un bouseux, un de mes potes.
Have you not seen what I've done to these automats?
Yes, worse than dogs at each other's throats. It's almost as if everyone has decided to kill each other before the sun comes up.
What happened in this faubourg?
The king kept his word. His automats were merciless. If only we'd known what his new army was made of, we'd have all stayed home just like he'd ordered. Maudit soit-il, his family and his court of murderers.
Monsieur,
Allez-vous-en!
Ok, ok. Donc les francs. Je vais poser la question à quelqu'un qui pourra me donner la réponse si les Anglais utilisent les francs des fois pour se péter avec la langue de Molière. Moi j'y suis jamais allé en Angleterre. Mais ça m'étonnerait pas, parce que bon, on vient tous du latin. Est-ce que c'est populaire ou pas, tu vois ça... Moi ça m'intrigue. Que les francs est-il ouais, dans l'Angleterre? C'est moi ou... Ma route. Et qui change. Pardon. Ah mais t'es pas un... Pas un mob réglementaire de cette map. Et je reste ici. YouTube. Bah, à tout de suite pour la prochaine vidéo. Et ciao. Alors. Oh. On va aller quand même là-bas récupérer des hommes. Mams. Oh caillou. Et par lui qui m'a. Pourquoi j'ai envie de le tuer? Oh oui, attends. Ah vache. Ils sont deux en plus. Peut-être pas un peu. C'est bien. Waouh! Frérot, tu fais mal. Ou la paix. Non? La paix. Franchement, c'est sympa la paix. Hein. C'est la même famille en plus. Tasse d'huile, un peu d'essence. Alors, revenu ici. Allez où maintenant? Gagner. Celle de. Ok. Là, bloqué. Ok. Et. Ah, c'est de partie. Hein. Touc. En plus, c'est là la suite. Mais. Oh. Très bien. Alors ok, c'est par là parce que c'est par l'autre côté du coup. Comment on va s'appeler la zone, c'est ça? C'est par là. Je sais pas pourquoi c'est pour aller en ville alors que c'est une usine quoi. Ah. Peut-être aller faire ce qu'il est. Je me rappelle plus du tout de cette zone. Euh... Des endroits. Il vais comme un bug. Et ils m'ont peut-être fait une petite surprise comme les deux. Alors. Vraiment rien. Ça. Hop. Plus ou moins bien fait de pas m'asseoir en ville dans le petit village. chaud quand même. Hey bro. J'ai un souvenir que... Hey bro. Allez, niveau... Mais... instrument... Sol... Ouais. En tout cas... Ouais, parce que... Hop. Je vais aller voir par là quand même. Bon, bah. Oh ouais. Oh, rien. Point de grappin que j'ai pas eu voir. C'est que j'ai... Par là. Ouais, ciao. Pas en quoi il fait. Vous entendez? Oh. Peut-être. Pareil. Pardon. Cette zone où on me payait un niveau. Oh, vraiment pas que ce soit par là. Pas atteint. Qu'est-ce que j'ai loupé? Oh la calèche. Oh mon Dieu. Il y en a qui ont dû faire le jeu, ils ont dû partir vers l'atelier, ils ont dit gars. Ah, bien joué. Ok. Seul. Ah ouais. Aïe. Ah, t'es pas un baseballeur. C'est très bien touché. Faut que j'arrête. C'est lui qui avait le passage. Passe, oui, ne vous inquiétez pas. Que... Ça. Chandelier. Un... Ok. Alors, du coup. Tac tac tac. On est franc. Garage là. Rien que config un peu. Ça va être magnifique. C'est déjà beau. Hein. Tu es vivant. Peut-être boîtier. Spécial. Oh. Va être parfait, parfait. Il va vouloir péter. Oh ben. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ouais, c'est bizarre, hein, parce que je n'ai jamais entendu parler. Une belle découverte.
Monsieur de Robespierre's men. They perished in the line of duty.
Okay. Est-ce pas? 13 000. Et je vais regarder combien c'est. Il me manque pas beaucoup. Je fais pour. Ouais, j'avais dit que. En fait, il me manque 2 bismuth. Ouais, bismuth. Ouais. Je vais regarder combien je fais. C'est ouais, c'est bien. C'est 5 000. Je crois que ça fait longtemps. Alors ça. C'est fou. Ouais, gros. Demi. Pas assez. Là. Les pavés normalement. Qu'est-ce que ça? Non. Non, c'est des pavés. Ok. Euh... Yep. C'est Necker. Mon rime. Pas pareil. J'y pas du tout. C'est la première fois que je te voyais, toi. Salut. Oh. Et voilà. Oui. Ils- Rapport recharge. Comme internet. Je veux dire, c'est comme League of Legends avec internet. Gratos. Et même Starcraft. Ah non. Ça, c'est le principe. Autre chose. Donc ça va être safe. Pas du tout.
A hiding place in the Luxembourg Gardens. I should keep looking.
Mhm. Mhm. Une disparition. Ah.
Aegis, pour l'amour de Dieu, run and hide!
What do you mean, Papa?
Hurry, I beg you! The Count is at our door. He shall take us away.
Good heavens!
Don't worry about me. Run, I say. Run!
Where could she have escaped to? That hiding place in the Luxembourg Gardens. If I could find out where it was, I could track Athenais.
Alors. Pour moi du rêve. On va dans ça, génial. Vite, ok. Épée. On trouve. Ouais. C'était son. Ouais. Des matchs. Bon bah. Ah mais pas si que ça. Ouais. pour la chaise. Faut voir par là. Pépère. C'est pas ouf. Ah. Ah oui, je m'en rappelle. Ah. Ah. Tiens. Ah. Et, Hmm. Oula. Aïe. Allez, parti les gars. J'ai bien fait.
They're after us. You must carry on, I beg you.
I'll never make it. I'm out of breath.
Dans l'amour de Dieu. Suzanne, just a bit more. We're almost there.
Peut-être. Pas sûr. Pas les en même temps. Allez, un poteau. Oh. Tellement merde, bien joué ça, mais. Okay. Ah. Uh-oh. Joyeux.
The Ottomans ravaged the church and slaughtered the faithful.
C'est toi? Ça, c'est l'eau. Je sais pas. Oh. Maintenant. En douce. Allez. I know. Let's show. Oh. Alors. Ah. Véhicule. Allez. Allez bon. Voilà, il y a les... Oh, j'ai plus les grenades et tout. Ça me va. C'est mort.
It's going to give way.
Right, Susan! It's too late!
Oui. Hop, hop, c'est où? Étourdi. Bon. Petite. La durée, mais ça. Deux. Tac. Ah, je comprends immobilisé. Un. Deux. Pige la clé de... Permis chaud. Sur le permis chaud. Curé de Sainte-Marie. Oh, oui. Il y a quand même un... Du coup. Ah, mais oui. Mhm. Oh. Voilà. Oui. 14 minutes. Il manque un bisou. Hey. Hop, 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 hop. Il va me manquer que dalle pour l'améliorer. Hop. Au max atteint. Bizarre, j'en étais sûr que ça allait être cette arme. Cette arme. Il y a quasiment. Okay. Ça va, c'est pas revenir.
They're back.
It's going to be all right. This machine is alone and the door is barricaded.
It won't hold. Did you see how easily those demons entered the church?
Don't be afraid. I mean you no harm.
Oh, Seigneur, he can speak.
What do you want with us, Automat?
What happened in this church?
You should know. It was your kind that slaughtered these lambs. I don't think those who were able to escape stand much of a chance either.
Méchante. Qu'est-ce que oh non. Attends. La corde, hein. Je suis sûr c'est pas. Toujours ça va plus t'accrocher. C'est bon. Oh. Belle. Oh, je l'avais d'autres. Hey bro. Ouais.
Elle a mangé la chenouf, les feuilles et tout.
Wow.
Et un pack de flotte, je sais pas le pack.
Ce plat, ouais. Oui, je monte en même temps. Merci. Ouais. Ouais, à côté, ouais, s'il te plaît.
Ah, dedans, là.
Non, bah, bouge-le pas, là. Bouge-le pas, là.
Oh. Et il va être...
Ouais. Merci.
Allez, à tout fait.
Ouais, à vous aussi. Picolez pas trop. Tadadam. Quoi ça? Oh là là. C'est beau la famille. tombe là où il y avait le siège. Cool. Dans le jeu. Oh. Pourquoi? Je m'y attendais pas. Ah, il fait... Personne. Donc c'est lui qui savait. Et parler. Hop hop hop. Ok ok. Un petit sol. On s'en fout de défoncer. Pas grave. Encore bien. Déjà un petit. Ah bah. Quoi déjà? Il y a l'hôtel des valides. En moins. C'est plus simple. C'est beaucoup quand même d'un coup. Ouais, non mais... Salut. Oui, on peut faire. Lancer des pavés. Non. J'aurais bien mis une musique. Faut la mettre qu'en live. Pas sur YouTube. Faut, je suis tout seul à streamer. Et bon. Voilà, moi qui pensais... Souvent dans les jeux Dark Souls, c'est qui... Qu'est-ce que je voulais dire? Souvent dans les jeux Dark Souls, on se perd avec l'équipement, le build... Et là, même... Bon, je sais pas si j'ai trouvé le build OP directement. J'ai pas testé les autres classes. On peut choisir entre 4 archétypes au début. Et bon, la seule déception, c'est que j'ai gardé mes armes du début en fait, car on m'a donné au départ. Ça c'est un peu le regret que je. Après j'ai suivi une strat qui est bien connue des Souls, hein. Pas foutre tous tes points dans 10 milliards dans tous les sens quoi. En avoir au moins un 3. Je pense que ça fonctionne. Et bah, c'est respecté quoi. Un mec qui vient des Souls, bah, c'est construire son jeu. Bon, après faut connaître les Souls quoi. Dis ma petite folle. Ah, il signe de long lui. Voilà. Merde. Il disait que c'est bizarre de retrouver. En fait. La pleine qui était ce. Il attendait vrai.
I am getting closer to Les Invalides. Here, I should be able to cross the moat easily.
Okay. Après, je suis pas parisien, alors du coup, donc tu dois être parisien, ça doit être encore un peu plus drôle. Voir, je me doute bien que l'échelle n'est pas respectée. Un séjour, j'irai vérifier. J'irai voir tout ça, les invalides, Saint-Honoré. Mais tous les comptes. Wow. Non. Voilà. Oh mon délire de voir. Alors tu ne sais, tu es un robot, tu ne sais pas nager. Allez, par contre, peut-être mon PC ça. Pas assez vite, en plus tu l'ai pas mis sur le. Je sais plus comment ça s'appelle. Ah ouais, faut faire le saut de l'eau comme ça là. aller. Hein. Nice. Moi les sauts, ça se voit à ma gueule quand je saute. C'est... Je me rappelle dans ma jeunesse, où j'ai vu de plateforme que j'ai fait. Chaque fois... Ça va un peu mieux maintenant. Mais... De toute façon, j'ai le défaut de mimétisme. Quand je joue à Gran Turismo, pour mieux tourner à droite, c'est bien connu qu'il faut tourner la tête à droite.
The debt was no longer sustainable, Your Majesty. Your mechanical revolution has changed the face of the kingdom, but the coffers are woefully empty.
The debt, Monsieur Necker. This debt that you and your banking friends helped to create for your own benefit, and which is now forcing us to levy new taxes? Will my subjects be able to bear another tax?
Yes, Your Majesty, as long as it is distributed fairly. The representatives of the nobility, the clergy, and the Third Estate must come to an agreement. That is why we have convened the Estates General. Tomorrow you are to preside over the opening ceremonies.
Your Estates General. Nothing good can come of it. You have roused the spirit of rebellion. All I hear about are their damned cahiers de doléances. My rightful enjoyment is being challenged. The streets of Versailles are teeming with loudmouth fanatics with sacrilegious thoughts. Tell me, Monsieur le Ministre, have you purposely set this army of the unwashed against me?
Your Majesty, I have always been your most faithful servant.
Beware, Necker. Beware.
Ouais.
I have a surprise in store for anyone who dares attack my throne.
Une paire de bis. C'est de l'époque. Oui, monsieur. Ah. Alors toi, donne-moi du stuff tank. Ou tu vas être costaud, toi, j'espère. Ouais. Ils ont un style, hein. Oh, par contre, l'apparition devant moi comme ça, là. Mais t'as pas beaucoup de vie, gros. Par contre... Oups. Attends. J'arrive, gros. Touche-moi s'il te plaît parce que autrement ça... Non. Ah, tu m'as toujours pas touché. Ok. Ok, bro. Ah. Merde. Non mais sérieusement, touche-moi. Si je suis un noïd. Oh, s'il te plaît. Ah ouais, bon voilà, j'ai gagné. Je le méritais. Mon frère. Quoi? Mais... Ah. C'est ça? Il m'a mis un coup. Ouais. Je suis pas spécialement dans... S'il te plaît. Merde. J'avais pas vu que j'avais plus de là. La gridance. Ta gueule. Pardon. Il m'a mis 2 coups.
Suzanne, my dear Suzanne, take my hand, please. Don't let them take me away. No. Oh no, this has to stop. I don't want to be tormented anymore.
That is not my intention. I have come to rescue you.
Rescue me? But what on earth are you?
It is of no importance.
Ouais, bah voilà, réflexion de dire ça, toi, maintenant.
How and when were you captured?
When the machines attacked, my wife and I fled our home to hide not far from there, in the Église Sainte-Marie. But we didn't stand a chance against the machines. They overran the nave, wantonly mowing down the faithful. My wife, my poor wife, she wasn't able to escape. I'm sadly convinced of this. As for me, my life was spared only so I could be tormented. What is the meaning of all this?
How and when were you captured?
When the machines attacked, my wife and I fled to hide not far from it. We didn't stay over my wife. As for me, what is the meaning of all
Who are you, monsieur?
Don't you know? I'm Jacques Necker, Ministre des Finances. Well, I was before I was captured. But this situation suggests that the king has decided to dismiss me from his service.
What does he accuse you of?
My alleged connivance with the Third Estate, no doubt. And, most of all, for having been the first to ask to convene the Estates General.
What did you see and hear before you regained consciousness?
I had frightful visions, rageful wraiths filled with pain and sorrow. And it was cold enough to curdle the blood. Oh, it's impossible to describe. All the rage and anger. I was in another body, I think. So big, so powerful. And there was this commanding voice, ordering me to spread terror and death. Did I really hear it? Or did I momentarily lose my mind?
What will you do now?
There is no future for me in this kingdom. I need to find a safe place where I can prepare for my departure as soon as possible.
I will take you to the Cordelier convent. You will be safe there.
On TP directement là-bas, ça me va. Hein. Ah.
À la bonne heure, she's back.
Aegis, what a joy and relief to see you again.
Monsieur,
Welcome to our stronghold. I'm sure that everyone here is aware of the great debt we all owe you. As you can see, the most exhausted among us are growing stronger.
While the most determined are already planning our counterattack.
I did not expect to see you all together.
4 days ago, the representatives of the Third Estate gathered in a tennis court. They swore not to separate until they had established a constitution for the nation. But that was not the only oath we swore. All the honorable men who were at Versailles, representatives and patriots, members of the Club Breton, secretly swore to meet here if they were dispersed.
You, Aegis, have allowed them to gather once again. Though unfortunately many are missing, we still have hope.
Why did you choose to meet in this convent?
It was my idea. Voyez-vous, I stay here whenever my obligations bring me to Paris. No other retreat inspires such peace and contemplation. Et puis, truth be told, this building has always felt like a fortress to me. Just look at how thick these walls are.
For 2 whole days, the patriots in the quarter consolidated the outer walls to make it an impenetrable citadel. No automat has broken through our defenses yet.
Un couvent. M'étonne que t'aimes bien t'y
Where are
ressourcer.
the monks, mon père?
They are secluded in their quarters, praying for the salvation of the people of Paris. However, we bear no illusions. We are weak, we are divided.
And we are unarmed. Without you, without your warrior strength, we have no chance of turning things around.
You are sent by heaven above, Aegis. From now on, you may consider the Cordelia Convent your headquarters and a welcome refuge.
We must speak, you and I, in private, if you please. Monsieur de Lafayette must not hear a word of what I'm about to tell you.
Oh, je suis dans les
What do you mean?
confidences.
You all seem to be certain that I will use my strengths to serve your cause. Are you forgetting that I have a task to accomplish?
Not at all, madame. We all know and support your plan to free Monsieur de Vaucanson. That is why I've taken the time to think of a way for you to get to the Bastille.
I am listening.
There is a patriot in Paris whose pamphlets have aroused Monsieur de Lafayette's ire. His anger is so strong that the poor man had to disappear to escape arrest. I know that he is secretly hiding in the quarries in Montmartre. A labyrinth he is said to know like the back of his hand. If anyone can help you navigate the obstacles that keep you from the Bastille, it is the elusive Monsieur Marat.
Very well. I will go and find him. Monsieur Necker,
I owe you my life, madame. So I am embarrassed to ask you for anything more.
do not fear. You have my full attention.
Suzanne, my beloved wife. I cannot bring myself to accept her death. Despite all the evidence, I still hope to see her alive again. I need to be sure. Mon Dieu, what have I done to deserve such a fate? Why has the king sworn to destroy me? And all that I hold dear, after everything I've done for him, my abnegation.
Why would the king owe you anything?
I dedicated my life to the kingdom as his minister. Well, my life and my fortune as well. I refuse to accept any remuneration for my services in order to keep the accounts balanced. And I personally filled the king's coffers with 2.5 million livres from my own private accounts, bonds in the Caisse d'Escompte, which the king keeps in a tailor-made armoire d'affaires in the Palais des Tuileries. He stores all his secrets there. I'd wager there's enough in there to sully his reputation 100 times over. You must retrieve these bonds post-haste, madame. They must not be used to allow this madman to build more murderous automats.
Do I have any chance of opening it?
Don't even think about it, madame. Despite your incredible strength, that safe is said to be impenetrable. It was designed precisely to that effect. I personally never had access to it. I suppose that its contents were too unofficial for the honest minister that I always was.
Who has the key?
The king does, that's for sure.
Anyone else?
How could I know? His shadow advisors, most likely. Now that I think about it, there's a rumor that has been going round Versailles for a while now. It's said that Monsieur de Mirabeau used to come and go as he pleased at the Tuileries, that he oversaw diplomatic missions for the crown. Not in any official capacity, of course. Who knows? He might know more about this matter than I do.
I will ask him. I will look into what happened to your wife.
Bless you, madame.
Where should I start my investigation?
In the Faubourg Saint-Germain, east of Les Invalides. We were separated in the Église Sainte-Marie, on Rue de Bourgogne.
I shall be off.
You are the only hope of seeing my beloved wife again, and of foiling the plans of the clockwork tyrant.
Frère, mais comment ça crève du démon ici? Oui, greedy. Nicker a l'air d'être the good guy.
S'il vous plaît.
Ouais.
Monsieur Raymond.
Aegis, we are very pleased to see you again. It was very unwise of us to leave the Société without such a capable bodyguard as yourself. It is a miracle that we got here safely.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Have you ever heard of the Club de Massiac, Aegis?
No, monsieur.
It's an association that meets at the Hotel de Massiac, just west of Les Halles. It counts some of the wealthiest plantation owners in the Empire. Those from Saint-Domingue and the Petite Santilles are most formidable adversaries. They are waging a war of influence to keep the slave trade going, and resort to the vilest methods to achieve their ends. They worship nothing but money, and their greed is matched only by their cruelty. Regrettably, my interests occasionally require me to suffer their company. 2 months ago, I was in Le Havre to settle some business with the Admiralty, when I overheard a conversation between 2 planters from Bastère. If they are to be believed, the Club de Massiac is plotting to create sleepless slaves, des esclaves sans sommeil. Those were their exact words. It's hard to say what this could possibly mean, but I fear they plan to administer some foul drug to their slaves to force them to toil day and night, without rest. Our organization will not let these poor souls endure such a hell. Aegis, we must look into this. It is a matter of great urgency.
You speak of greed, Monsieur Raymond. But could you enlighten us as to what makes you any different from the planters you condemn?
What exactly do you accuse me of, Monsieur de Robespierre? S'il vous plaît, do tell.
Do you not also exploit the labor of these poor souls yourself on your indigo plantation?
I fight every minute of every day to improve their condition. No one would have the audacity to deny this.
If that's the case, then why wait? Free them. You preach abolition, yet you continue to line your pockets at their expense. The truth is, you refuse to upend the established colonial order because your entire fortune depends on it.
It's easy to criticize from atop Mount Olympus, Maximilian. You know nothing of the realities of Saint-Domingue. What would happen to all these people if I freed them tomorrow? Without an education, without a livelihood, I would be condemning them to the most abject misery. No. I must act with both compassion and realism.
Any reform, revolutionary or not, must be taken step by step, with moderation and prudence.
This reform is not so difficult. I've begun it myself at La Belle Gabrielle, my plantation in Guyane. There you will not find slaves, but workers who earn a weekly wage. And my plantation is no less profitable.
Ah, yes, profit. Because that's the most important thing. Don't you see, the law of nature gives every man the right to cultivate his own land?
Monsieur, calm yourselves. I implore you. Now is no time to quarrel. What Monsieur Raymond has related to us is extremely worrying. We must find out more about this plot to create sleepless slaves as quickly as possible. Aegis, you are the only one who stands a chance of making it to the Hôtel de Massiac alive.
Je suis d'accord avec lui, mais ça pourrait pas attendre genre que je bute tout le monde, que les automates, bon, c'est urgent apparemment. Bon YouTube, je vous dis, prochain épisode. Ouais, ben moi je vois que sauf que c'est meilleur quoi. Business, mais business, mais c'est l'autre.
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
I went to the meeting point you indicated. I had an unexpected encounter there.
Get to the facts. Who did you meet there?
Madame de Polignac, the Queen's favorite. She made no secret of her reason for being in that desolate place. So now I know all about the precious cargo that is the cause of your great concern.
Seigneur. The children. What happened? Tell me that nothing bad has happened to them.
That remains to be determined. One thing is certain. Charlotte and the young Dauphin are missing. The evidence points to an ambush by the Duc d'Orléans' men. They apparently attacked the wagon the children were hiding in.
How the hell did they know?
This ambush could not have taken place without an accomplice. You were betrayed.
A plague on Orléans and his damned informants. They have taken the children.
That still remains to be seen. It seems that the Duke's men were interrupted while carrying out their task. 3 of them lost their lives. A 4th was able to escape.
Excellent. I bet it was my hussars who sent the vermin running. But why the hell haven't they reported to me yet?
Only they could tell you that.
Would you be so kind as to go and find them? The lives of these poor children hang in the balance. My hussars are stationed at Les Invalides. That's from where they were to set off for Gros Caillou.
Gros Caillou.
Goodbye, Monsieur le Marquis.
Cœur, il me dit que... Des pourris en plus que j'aide. Ah, le goût de gueule qui se transforme en... Allez Robespierre là, donne-moi la foi là.
Eh bien. Do you come bearing news from Monsieur Marat?
No, not yet.
I have it on good authority that he is in the quarries in Montmartre. He's the only person who can show you...
Is your plan to arm the populace going as planned?
Oh, far from it, madame. The situation is hopeless. Even if they were armed and formed into battalions, the Patriots would not be able to fight.
Why is that?
Most of the strategic points in the city are inaccessible. A strange illness strikes all who try. They are seized by an irrational fear, one so great that those who do not lose consciousness go mad or perish on the spot. This makes it impossible to do anything. Any attempt at an uprising is a fool's errand.
The locations you mention share a common feature. A statue holding a lantern.
That's right. From what little I could make out, they appear to be depictions of a Vestal Virgin watching over the sacred fire.
Une lanterne des morts.
What do you mean, monsieur?
Lanterns of the dead. Ancient stone pillars that are found near some cemeteries. Our ancestors kept a fire going on top of them. Today, no one knows what they were used for. A symbol of light triumphing over darkness, perhaps? Others claim that human bones, mercury and lime, were burnt there. Some odious sorcery that was meant to entrap the tormented souls that wandered around the burial grounds.
That makes sense and confirms my observations. I'm now certain that the King's lanterns capture the anima essence of the dead who have been cast into purgatory, and that this essence is what allows the automats to stay in motion, without needing a key to wind them.
Pater noster qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum.
Now that I think about it, madame, you obviously are not subject to the harmful effects of these lanterns.
No, au contraire. When activated, these statues reveal an apparatus that allows me to repair myself.
It follows that if you destroy these lanterns, the people will be free to fight again.
Unfortunately, they are preternaturally strong. Nothing can so much as damage them.
Come now, no metal is indestructible. If we knew what these lanterns were made of, perhaps I could find a way to destroy them.
Take a look at this ledger, Monsieur Lavoisier. It contains a list of metals. I found it by the factories, near Vaucanson's workshop.
Let's see. Steel, molybdenum, very good. Tiens, donc, tungsten and zirconium. This master blacksmith knows his trade. These metals can be used to make the strongest alloy imaginable, as long as you have a fortune to invest.
For that, our clockwork tyrant knows no bounds.
Well, Monsieur Lavoisier, is there any way to break this alloy?
Break it? Certainly not. But a mineral acid could change its structure. Melt it, perhaps. I would recommend sulfuric acid, or vitriol, if you prefer to use its common name.
Where can I obtain some vitriol?
I had some, but my laboratory at l'Arsenal was ransacked. I can't tell you any more than that. You should ask my colleague, Monsieur Bailly. He uses similar substances in his research.
Du coup, Lavoisier. Et on parle à tout.
Monsieur Bailly.
Ah, mademoiselle. I am very pleased to find you here with us within the shelter of these walls.
Would you happen to know where I could find some vitriol?
Sulfuric acid? Of course. Combined with sea salt and green copperas, we use it to polish the lenses of our telescopes. But I don't know how much we have. You would need to go to the Louvre and take a look at the observatory's storeroom to find out.
If you will allow me to.
Of course, madame. Here is the key.
J'ai bien fait lui parler.
Goodbye, Monsieur Bailly.
Ouh.
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
How do you intend to counter the king's actions?
Unfortunately, we don't have the upper hand. For now, we can only hope to protect ourselves from him. I am convinced that something is afoot. Something that could destroy all our hopes in an instant.
You have my full attention.
You should know that I am a gunpowder commissioner. As such, I oversee the provision of gunpowder to the kingdom's arsenals, l'Arsenal de Paris in particular. For the past 2 days, a large quantity of gunpowder from Marsangy has been sitting near Les Invalides. It's in a warehouse by the factories. But the men I sent to take possession of the cargo and transport it to the Arsenal have gone missing. Do you realize what this means?
The gunpowder could have fallen into our enemy's hands.
It's possible. One thing is certain. It's enough to destroy half of Paris. Whether it is still in the warehouse or has fallen into the wrong hands, we must find it urgently. Then, if possible, we must neutralize it.
How?
Simply by placing it in contact with water. Nothing could be easier in theory, but we must find a way to flood it.
Flood the gunpowder? You're out of your mind, Lavoisier. We're in the most desperate of situations, and you want to deprive us of such a valuable resource. What will our cannons use once we have formed our army of patriots?
Your army, Marquis, is presently but a figment of your imagination.
I see. So you're one of those men who would sound the retreat before the battle has even begun.
I will go to the warehouse. Once I have located the powder, I will decide what to do with it. Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier. Monsieur de Mirabeau. I found a note written by Eugène de Vaucanson. He mentions the death of the Dauphin at Meudon. What happened that night?
How should I know? The child passed away at Meudon. I was in Versailles.
Besides the king and Monsieur de Vaucanson, who else witnessed these events?
Well, if they followed protocol, Monsieur Lemonnier, the first physician to the king, he must have performed the autopsy on the child.
Where can I find him?
He lives in Versailles, near the chateau. But he has a practice here in Paris, en rue Saint-Thomas d'Enfer, in the quartier Saint-André-des-Arts.
Eugène de Vaucanson told you nothing?
The only thing he was willing to tell me was that something terrible had happened, and that the circumstances leading to the Dauphin's death were not exactly as described. One thing for certain is that he was extremely upset about what happened, so much so that he refused to spend a single day more in the king's service. But he has apparently changed his mind.
Minister Necker claims that you were a familiar face at the Tuileries Palace.
That old story. Will it hound me until I have drawn my last breath? This, madame, is nothing but an unfounded rumor that I am trying in vain to dispel. To what do I owe the displeasure of having to defend myself once again?
I must get hold of some documents that are kept in an armored safe in the king's chambers.
What lock could resist your talents?
Minister Necker said it was indestructible.
Oh, I see. Well, let me think. Who could help you? After all, a lock is nothing more than a simple mechanism. Nothing that can resist the expertise of our dear Monsieur Bailly. Why don't you ask him for help?
I'll be sure to do so.
Now, who else might be of use? Oh, there's Monsieur Lavoisier as well, our gunpowder commissioner. I'm sure he'll have no trouble finding you something you can use to blow the door off that stubborn safe.
Good. I will go and find him.
Now, if you'll forgive me, I have an urgent matter to attend to.
You are forgiven for everything.
In that case, it has been a pleasure, madam.
Ah. Casper a disparu.
Has anyone seen Monsieur de Mirabeau?
Et là-bas, tout le monde
Aegis,
passe.
I'd like to talk to you about my research. Do you have a few moments to spare for me?
Certainly, mon père. I am listening.
I've carefully collected the testimony of our companions here. Then I compared them with the observations made during my investigation of the man who calls himself Cagliostro. I came to quite the shocking conclusion. I believe I have discovered how the royal automats remain constantly in motion, like clocks that never need winding. They get their energy from the souls of the dead, Aegis. They drink from the anima essence that permeates the purgatory described by Monseigneur de la Fare. These machines feed on the dead. The greater the massacre, the deeper the river where they slake their thirst.
Is there any way to stop the bloodshed, mon père?
I believe there is always hope, Aegis. As long as I remain free to pursue my research, I will never lose faith. I keep thinking about the three Nemes. These echoes. All of this is clearly related to Nicholas Flamel's work.
The alchemist?
Precisely, mon ami. And this leads me to fear the worst.
What have we to fear from an alchemist who died nearly 4 centuries ago?
Not him, per se. Rather, the heretic who is exploiting his discoveries. This poses a grave danger to us all.
What do you fear, mon père?
What do I fear? Nearly 2 months ago, the king forbade anyone from setting foot inside the Église Saint-Jacques de la Boucherie, near the Hôtel de Ville. He had the priests forcibly removed. They hardly even had time to save the church's sacred relics. Since then, only our Father in heaven knows what they've been doing there, hidden away from the people of Paris.
Mon Dieu. Flamel's tomb.
My thoughts exactly, Monseigneur. Legend has it that Flamel was buried with his lapis philosophorum.
What is the lapis philosophorum, mon père?
The Philosopher's Stone. Where do I begin? No one knows its true nature, or even what it might look like. All that is known is that it is said to grant untold riches and eternal life to whoever possesses it. Its very existence is questioned, of course. But if it's true, just imagine what sinister purpose the king and his accomplices might find for it. We must elucidate this matter at any cost.
On full metal alchimiste maintenant.
Where is this tomb?
In the church's crypt. The priests always ensured that it remained undisturbed, despite the mystery surrounding it. But now they're no longer there to protect it. We need to know for certain.
But how? There are automats everywhere.
Aegis.
Oui, mon père.
Will you help us get to the bottom of this?
Did you not say that it was impossible to enter the church?
There is perhaps a solution. The penitent's door behind the Châtelet leads to the Quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. It's only opened on Good Friday, but this year, I had the honor and good fortune to lead the procession. Here is the key.
Donc je parle à tout le monde.
Goodbye, mon père.
Et je crois à toi que...
My respects, Monseigneur.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon, Aegis. We missed you when we had to leave our shelter at Place Saint-Méry. The path that led us to this convent was not an easy one, believe me.
Goodbye, Monseigneur.
Allez en paix, Aegis.
J'ai parlé à tout le monde. J'imagine que maintenant, si je fais ça, pareil.
Monsieur Lavoisier.
What can I do for you, Aegis?
I would like to access the contents of a safe that is supposedly unbreakable. Dare I ask for your help, Monsieur Lavoisier?
And how can I be of assistance to you, madame?
I need gunpowder to break through the door.
Gunpowder? But I don't have a speck of it, mon ami. Do you think I just walk around with explosives in my pockets?
Oh. I apologize. It was Monsieur de Mirabeau's idea.
Mirabeau? What is this ridiculousness? I suspect he knows full well whatever he's playing at. Where is the animal? So we can ask him what's truly going on.
He has left. He had an urgent matter to attend to.
Eh bien, I'm sorry, madame. If I could inspect the safe and determine what metal was used in its fabrication, I might be able to find a solution. But given the circumstances, I'm sadly not in a position to help you.
I understand. I did not find the warehouse.
Vraiment? It's near Les Invalides, not far from Monsieur de Vaucanson's workshop.
Where can I obtain some vitriol?
I had some, but my laboratory at L'Arsenal was ransacked. I can't tell you any more than that. You should ask my colleague, Monsieur Bailly. He uses similar substances in his research.
Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
How was your search at the Vaucansons' home?
I found this penknife there. I was struck with a vision as soon as I picked it up. I saw Mademoiselle de Vaucanson running from the Comte de Cagliostro. This letter refers to a hiding place where she often sought refuge. It's in the Jardin du Luxembourg.
I know the place. One day, Eugène and I were walking in the Luxembourg Gardens when suddenly Athénaïs jumped out from our hiding place like a wild animal. It was a startling, almost frightening sight. The spot is on the edge of the garden, hidden by vegetation between two statues.
I'm looking for a way to force a lock that is supposed to be unbreakable. Monsieur de Mirabeau advised me to ask you for help.
But I'm an astronomer, mon enfant, not a locksmith. I know my way around lenses, filters, racks and tripods. But I've never given a moment's thought to how a lock works. God, Monsieur de Mirabeau was joking with you, that's all. Où est-il, ce brave homme?
Oh,
So that we might
vous
ask
répétez
him.
là-bas.
He has left. A matter that could not wait.
Excuse me? Do you mean he left the convent? That's madness. What was so important that he would put himself in such danger?
Intriguing indeed.
Ok. Messieurs, c'est bon, j'en ai fini avec vous parce que ça commence à faire long.